Before I read this, I do want to say that while I was processing my own spiritual balance and thinking about this, there is a level of energy that goes into balancing whatever sector of life you're going to apply this to, and effort. Because a lot of times things are not in balance. Things are out of balance. And I remember Brene Brown talking about her marriage and how it was never 50-50.
I love this clip.
And how there were times where it was 80-20 or 60-40. And now this was applying to a marriage. You can apply it to so many aspects of your life, of where you want to see balance or need balance, and how to put effort into that, because it's not just going to come to center, if you will. Right. It's not going to come to that equilibrium. And so that really, from a spiritual standpoint, can be applied. And we'll talk through some of these rituals, right, how you can find balance. But as we move into the fall and we're coming out of the summer, we're moving back into school, getting back into session. If you have children, which we both do, if you are a student going back into school, if you are starting a new project, if you're starting a new relationship, like there's a balance of what does this now look like? How do we figure things out? So I think I've talked enough that I'm going to hand this back to you. Okay. You get one shot at this.
Okay, thanks, Mom. Spiritually balanced refers to a harmonious state where all aspects of one's inner and outer life are aligned, fostering a sense of well-being and wholeness. It involves integrating spiritual practices with daily life, finding equilibrium in one's thoughts, actions, and cultivating inner peace. So it's not just a system of weight.
Yes.
Well, to your point, moving into fall, what we're celebrating is equal part of light and dark.
Yes.
Right. And how do you feel when the year tips towards being darker than it is lighter? Because I know a lot of people deal with seasonal affective disorder. I try to combat that with seasonal decorations because I think it helps.
Seasonal decoration disorder.
I have that.
Yeah.
But it's,
thanks,
for me,
Home Goods.
Right. It's the January to March bit,
yes,
that gets me.
Yeah.
Like, I'm good through the holidays.
Yes, I am too.
And then when January hits,
yep,
it's a whole different ballgame.
We've had a couple episodes, though, where we've been educating ourselves on how to embrace the different seasons in a different way. So that's
right.
been really fun to, again, go back to our toolbox and be like, okay, what can I pull out? That's a ritual. That's a different grounding exercise, because naturally a lot of times we talk about grounding, going outside, walking in nature. If there's 6 feet of snow, you're not going to go outside and walk in fucking nature. You can go outside.
I mean, some people will, but we're not
on
necessarily
average.
Those people.
Yeah, no. I like to look at snow. I'm not a big let me go play in the snow.
Again, give me like 2 weeks of it and I'm
I'm done.
Good.
Yeah.
Right.
The first snowfall, I'm like, oh good, yes, this is so nice.
I smell snow.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, the smell. It's interesting how seasons have smells.
Mm-hmm.
Very distinct smells.
They do.
We should have an episode about that.
Ooh,
because that's another Claire that's really not talked about. But
sentience, isn't it?
It's something like that, yeah. It's one of the lesser known Claires, or lesser used Claires, if you will.
My mantra for this season is finding balance isn't about perfection. It's about rhythm. And getting into a rhythm. Because like you said, everything is that push and that pull. It's that tide, right? It's not necessarily going to be 50-50. Everything's not going to work out perfectly. Fall activities, fall sports, kids going back to school, all of the things are happening, whether you have children or you don't have children or you're going back to school yourself.
It's all relative. Yeah.
Football is happening. People are getting excited about stuff. It's, as my friend tells me, it's my frisky season.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, you definitely have a following around the fall, I would say, out of our group of friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Also, I think being a witch,
right,
with Halloween,
it just
like there's all of that.
I know. I've had the Season of the Witch song stuck in my head all day.
Season, yeah, isn't that Lana Del Rey?
Yeah, but Lana. Season of Balance. I feel like that's our that's our song for Season of the Witch.
Yeah, it's good. That's a good one.
So one of the things I want to talk about with balance is the elements.
Okay. Yep.
This is super near and dear to my heart. And a really good practice is to notice when we're leaning too far into one element over the other.
Mhm.
I'm going to explain a little bit about what that looks like and how you can combat it. So the element of fire is really associated with energy and action,
Mhm.
where you have water, which is more rest and flow. Then we have air, which is